The legacy of our fathers. Alphino is a man with one less worry on his mind. Lys has gone to deliver Fordola into the custody of the Alliance, leaving Monago and her men to hold the residential district and stand ready. Once the Alliance has breached the main gates and commenced their assault, the Resistance forces will push through the entrance here and join the fray. In that case, I will remain here. My search for Kral took me into the city proper, and my familiarity with their defenses may prove useful to the Resistance. Understood. I shall instruct Ehrenwald and his unit to render support as well. They were tasked with securing the Aetheryte, as I recall. With me, Lavenza. Okay. Was just rereading the battle plan. I gotta make sure I know what I'm doing. I can't make any mistakes. Brave though they may be, these freedom fighters will need every advantage if they are to defeat their oppressors. I will do what I can to tip the odds in their favor. I'm curious how far we are off from the dungeon. Because it feels like we should be right there. I mean, we're in Alamigo. I have a feeling there was a shorter way here, but I'm not as familiar with this. And I'm waiting for them to build up Alamigo. Like, it just... I mean, I know it takes time, but, I mean, we've had some time. Let's build Alamigo up into, like, an actual city. You know? That would be cool. It is far, far too early to celebrate. Xenos is not finished with us yet. Krile is safe and the Alamigan quarter secure. We cannot have hoped for a better outcome. This Aetheryte is perhaps the most strategically important landmark here, as it can serve as a gateway for attuned troops with sufficient anima. Such tactics are not without their risks, however. Were the Imperials to discover that the Aetheryte was being used in such a fashion, they might turn their artillery upon us, destroying the beacon and the better part of the district at the cost of countless civilian lives. I didn't know what had become of Ehrenwald and the others after I was taken. It's such a relief to see them hale and healthy. Gods, Kral, it's so good to see you. I feared the worst. It wasn't your fault. You saved me. All of you. Thank you. We will be departing shortly for Porta Praetoria to rejoin the main host. Ehrenwald, I would have your unit remain here with Thancred, that you might support the Resistance troops in the coming battle. Understood. We won't let you down. I trust you will refrain from doing anything I would not. We are both far too young to die. Right. No noble sacrifices. Got it. Lavenza, Kral, let us be off then. Thank the 12 she's all right. I don't know what I would have done. It's, go all the way back there. It's odd that we open up the gates, there's people coming in, fighting, taking it over, and now we're just going to head back, like, the main contingent is still at Porta Praetoria. Seems odd. But what do I know? The matron smiles upon us this day with the safe return of you and your captured comrade. Such tidings are sure to raise the men's spirits. Well done securing the residential district. Alamigo is nearly ours.
Ah, the heroes of the hour. Not content with securing the residential district, you gifted me an Imperial commander. What are you after, a medal?
The work is its own reward, General. I must say, however, that Fordola's claims were not a little disturbing. What manner of power could Xenos have acquired that might equal an icon?
Might she speak of our missing Omega?
Oh. No,
Very
Shinryu.
possibly. The Empire's fondness for comparable Allagan technologies is exceedingly well documented. Have we made any progress with our own investigation?
None. The search goes on in earnest, but Cid has thus far found nothing of note. Mayhap the Garleans beat us to it. If they were working desperately to repair the machine, that might explain their decision to remain within their walls.
Ah, Lys. I trust you surrendered Fordola into custody without incident. We were just discussing the pilot's claims.
About Xenos and his newfound powers. She hasn't said a word on the subject since we rescued Kryl, even when the interrogator asked nicely.
Mayhap I can offer some insight into her claims, or at least into the facility and the experiments they conducted during my time there. Though my memories of the period are somewhat muddled, there are a few things I remember with painful clarity.
Thancred told us only that Fordola had undergone some manner of treatment.
Yes. It is a place wholly dedicated to the creation of enhanced beings, whom they refer to as the Resonant. As I understand it, the process aims to imbue a test subject with the qualities of an individual with demonstrated magical aptitude. This entails the mechanical extraction and transfusion of some manner of primordial essence.
So that's how Fordola improved so fast. I knew there had to be something. She wasn't half as strong or quick to predict my attacks when we first met. If it weren't for Oriange's siphon thingy, I really don't think we'd have beaten her.
My humble scheme asked far more in the execution than it required in the conception, I do assure thee.
Oh, you've got to stop doing that.
In calling upon Lady Alisaie after her defeat, I was most intrigued to learn of the apparent effortlessness with which Fordola countered her attacks. 'Twas as if she knew the blade's destination ere its journey began. A most impressive feat under any circumstances, but an almost miraculous one when considered in the context of Fordola's unfamiliarity with my lady's arts. How then could she so perfectly predict an unknown opponent's every move? After much deliberation, I surmised that Fordola may be possessed of a preternatural ability to divine meaning from the fluctuations of an individual's ether and to instinctively react. To employ a metaphor, one might say that she was attuned to the whispers of my Lady Alisaie's soul.
Wait, have you not just described a manifestation of the Echo?
I had no conclusive proof. The available anecdotal evidence suggested only that Fordola was uncommonly sensitive to etheric fluctuations, and 'twas this which led me to develop my stratagem. I would fashion a device with the capacity to generate a massive disruption in the surrounding ether. If, as I suspected, Fordola's senses were indeed questing for the most minor of oscillations, the shock of exposure to a more amplitudinous etheric waveform would be akin to a debilitating bout of ether sickness.
How ingenious. I note that the success of your plan hinged on your device's wielder remaining ignorant of its purpose, lest Fordola divine your intent.
Ah.
Indeed so, Master Alphino. All things considered, 'twas a most fortuitous outcome.
Okay.
That's putting it mildly. In any event, if Urianger is correct, that would mean these Resonant have been granted the power of the Echo via artificial means. A sobering thought, to say the least, and one which makes me wonder what else Xenos has in store.
Whatever the Viceroy's newfound powers, I know of none better equipped to face him. And face him you must. For there is now but one path forward, and it leads straight to Alamigo.
And it's not as if we came unprepared. We've got all our friends and allies fighting for the same thing. Honestly, right now, I feel like we could take on anyone and win. And I mean anyone.
What will you say? Victory is as good as ours. Nevertheless, let us proceed with all due caution. That's always an interesting, mild, very, very mild dilemma I run into after playing like a story the second time. Do I go at it from the perspective of knowing what happens, or try to play it like I don't know? I'm still gonna go as if I don't know. Or just, I want everybody to be cautious just the same.
Well, no one's saying we shouldn't be cautious. Though maybe I was getting a bit carried away. Right, I'd best get back to the residential district. Thancred and the Resistance forces are waiting.
It is time we join the main host. Kryl, in light of your recent ordeal, might I suggest that you remain with the rearguard for now?
Oh, if you insist. Just this once.
I prithee proceed with the utmost caution, Lavenza. If there be truth in Fordola's words, and the Viceroy is indeed possessed of a power echoing that of the Icons, and in quotes, yeah, I mean, because it is an icon, Shinryu, then still greater strength shall be required to bring about his defeat. Yeah, I'm surprised, like, it just didn't hit me at first. I was like, what power? I can't wait to see Marshal Slafferson in action. His mail strike is the stuff of legends. I must admit, my Leminsan counterpart's enthusiasm is infectious. I find that I too am eager to see this so-called mail strike firsthand. As I said, this is but one path, or there is but one path forward. We take Alamigo, and with it, Xenos' head. And he damn near gives it to us, straight out of his own hands. If I may, General, is there aught Lavenza and I can do to assist with final preparations? I'm glad you asked. Pippin informed me moments ago that all forces are in position, and that we are ready to commence the assault. Naught remains but to notify the Alliance commanders. If you've no objections, I should be glad to have you do the honors, Lavenza. You were instrumental to the success of Operation Archon. You helped bring an end to the Dragonsong War. You are a hero to the people and a symbol of hope. Some might judge it an empty gesture, or worse, a waste of your talents, but I know it would mean much to everyone here. The General makes a good point. The Warrior of Light's worth may be measured not only by what she does, but by what she inspires others to do. Fair enough. Xenos has never cared a whit for politics. He lives for war and war alone. Kill him or he will kill you. Ha, that you should be the one to bring me word. By the Fury, it is good to see you, my friend. You, who stood with us in our direst hour, will ever be an inspiration to my countrymen and to me. Though Ishgard's debt can never be repaid, it is my hope that our deeds this day shall go some small way to redressing the balance. Just seeing if there was anybody else interesting to talk to. The Elder Seed Seer saw fit to grant me mercy at Cartnell. Perhaps, if the opportunity allows, we may offer the same to my former comrades. But if not, then so be it. So he was fighting... He either is Garlean or was fighting with the Garleans? All is ready? Very well. Though many will fall in the coming battle, how many more shall know liberty for their sacrifice? There is a time for peace and a time for war. Even the matron understands this. We who have received of hers and the elemental's blessings go now to stand for Eorzea and her children. "'Tis rare these days that I am granted leave to take the field. Mayhap I should have brought my mask. Yeah, I think probably through other quests and stuff. And I know there was, in the MSQ, early on, there was, I think, Merlvib had hinted that, you know, he was Mistbeard or whatever. But I imagine it was probably more like a side quest or something that confirmed it, maybe. Ooh, when did, the hard mode of Hullbreaker Island come out? Because I think that was like hard confirmation. Anyway. It's time then. Though this is not my theater of choice, we will play our part. Our cannons care not either way. That battery has sunk enough ships to fill a fleet. 'Tis not like to be bested by a gate. Yeah, if I remember, there's like a whole cutscene of them hitting the gates and whatnot. Is there... I have asked Urianger to look after Krau. He will keep her out of harm's way. Though after what she has endured, her physical well-being may be the least of our worries. Worry not for her safety. Look thee to the east. Okay. It is done then? Thank you, Lavenza, for humoring an old bull. Maelstrom, Adder, and Ishgardian forces are in position, General. Resistance forces are in the Alamegan quarter. Resistance forces in the Alamegan quarter are ready and await our signal. Not left to do, but the deed itself. Hells, yes. Thank you for watching this video. Tonight's stream was excellent. we finished off 4.0, so the Stormblood base story, and I really, really enjoyed it. And we'll be moving on to the level 70 Dark Knight quests, before then moving on to the Stormblood patch content. If you would like to join live, the link to my Twitch is down below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again for watching, and have a good one.